is a very interesting gentleman. This young man at the age of 21 was programming KISS in New York. At the age of 21, and quite successful at it too. So after he goes ahead and makes a name for himself in New York City, he decides that he wants to buy his own radio station, a dream that I'm sure many people in this room have had, but not many people can really make it happen. They don't make it come to fruition. This man did it. In 1997, he bought WJKS KISS 101.7 in Wilmington, Delaware. And I will tell you something, Aditi and I we worked for this man. We worked on his station. I don't know if I've ever seen a guy who works harder than this guy right here. Tony is an amazing guy. He's a Billboard Award winner. He's won for Gavin as Program Director of the Year. He went to Philadelphia before he bought his own station, and he took Power 99, USL in Philadelphia, to #1 in the market. He's an amazing programmer. More importantly, he's an amazing guy. Ladies and gentlemen, 2012 Urban Night Award winner, Tony Q.
First of all, I want to say that I'm honored and thankful to be acknowledged tonight. It's amazing to think that it's been 30 years that I've been in this business. And I celebrated my 30th anniversary on May 25th. And it's also amazing to me that there's a woman in this room whose station influenced me that this is what I want to do. And I want you to know that 99X was my station. For Erica Farber, who was the general manager at the time of that radio station, I don't know where she is, but let her know that I'm thankful for her. And it's also amazing that KISS was the same station as 99X, and I changed it to 98.7, and I did something different with a black radio station. I made it into a top 40 station, top 40 black station, with liners, jingles, sweepers, and so on. And I was the first programmer in RKO history to bring that frequency to #1. Because I was programming to my audience, to my demographic. I thank God that he got me out of the corporate world. And I'm very saddened about what's happened to our industry. I think the worst thing that could ever happen to our industry is these conglomerates. Everyone in this room had a right to own a radio station if he chose. And right now, our government has taken that away. And being in this business in 30 years, and to be in Wilmington, Delaware, I'm thankful that I still have my station around these conglomerates. There's only 3 FMs in my marketplace, but I got 25 strong powerhouses in Philadelphia. They're all owned by conglomerates, except for one, which is B101. The opportunity for you to own a radio station is no longer. I am stuck where I am because I'm not a publicly traded company, and I feel sorry for the shareholders of these companies that paid 50, 100 times, 200 times cash flow. The debt can never be made. We've got to bring back regulation in radio. We've got to bring it back. Licenses are not meant to be owned by Wall Street. The licenses belong to the people. We're supposed to serve the people. And it's amazing to me, the FCC has been to my station 3 times in 15 years and gone through my public inspection file. I'm not sure how many times they've been to the conglomerates. So just think about that for a moment. The last thing I want to say is it is very hard. I work at that station 12 to 14 hours a day, but there are 3 people in here that mean so much to me, that have been with me for 25 years in radio, both at WRKE and on my second station, WJKS. He's my music director and program director of our Faith 1510 gospel station, and my assistant on the FM, Manuel Mena. He's sitting right here. To have an employee for 25 years, I'm thankful for him. I also would like to thank my operations manager, Melvin Brittenham, who's also been with me. He doesn't want his age disclosed, so he's been with me for at least 20 years. He started when he was 9. And last but not least, and I'm going to move it real fast, is the next thing that I'm thankful for that God has given me is my son Mario Q, who's standing right there, who is now an employee at WJKS, and hopefully he'll take over the station from there. Once again, God doesn't like you to be proud of your work. God likes you to be honored, and it's been a privilege to receive this award by Mr. Lopes, my old friend Doug Banks, Dee McGuire, who I've always wanted to date. I mean, look at her, you know. But just think what I said. Bring back regulation and ownership so that we all can have a piece of radio. And you'll see things get better. Thank you.
Kelly Q, let him hear it.